So I'm back in the ends, get me? Back in Bristol, B Town, where I'm from. I was stranded in Japan, then I was stranded in Beijing, and I made it back home. It was meant to be a 36-hour journey. It ended up being 50 something hours, bro. It's crazy. So, as you guys may or may not know, on the 14th of January of April, my flight to Japan did not exist. I went to the airport. They said it did not exist, and then yeah, I nobody was answering the phone. I couldn't do nothing, bro. I was stressing. But before I go in deep into the video, as you guys know, man does the music thing. And there's not a deluxe video. It's not a don't get hit with a brick video if you are not plugged into my new tune. So before I get into it, let's just do a little quick plug, and so you guys can hear the music. The link for the full song is in the description below. It's called Deadbeat. Is my most recent song, and I also have an EP coming out at the end of the month. So here is a preview of the tune.
Most of these niggas is my sons.
Let's pull it up.
Bristol's where I'm from. Some others lost their son. I'm searching for the reason. They didn't need a reason. Bella souls need a reason to live. He committed treason and live. I shouldn't take a life I didn't give. Motherfucking life's what I give. Bristol's where I'm from.
Right, back to the video. So yeah, so flew to Japan. So this is a full breakdown because I did a video when I was stranded. Now man's back, but I need to just give you guys let you guys know the whole story so that you actually understand the gravity of everything here. So the timeline is this year. So boom, man flew out. Man booked my holiday in December, so about 2 days before Christmas, so December the 23rd. I booked my holiday, set it for flying out. Oh my god, there's so much even more to the story. So I booked it originally on the 20th, yeah, with the airline company, yeah, for the 14th of with the 24th of January to the 24th of March to the 14th of April, yeah. Then the airline calls me back the next day saying, yo, the booking agent called me back the next day and saying, yo, the airline have changed the price. It's another £300 or you can't fly. I said, blood, shut up and give me my fucking money, blood. They issued the refund. Days went by. I've not got the money. And obviously me and my brethren booked another ticket. I'll get back to that in a second. But then 2 weeks passed. I ain't got my money yet. They said, oh, you need to do it for your bank. Did it for my bank, got all my money back and whatever. No disputes or nothing. Just got all my money back, yeah. So that's already a red flag with the airline, because the flight that we ended up booking with my friend is with the same airline. So they pulled some fuckery with one booking agent. Now we went to a second booking agent. They were more reputable. At the time, they looked more reputable. They're called flight catchers, yeah? So my brethren booked it with flight catchers, the same flight, the 24th of March to the 14th of April. So it's a 3-week holiday in Japan, because it's not a quick flight. It's a long flight. It would have been a little bit quicker, but man can't fly over Iran, right? So man had to divert, go through Beijing, and then there to Japan. So all in all, I think it was a 16-hour flight there. So I can actually get it up. So initially, departures 24th of March 2026, 11:15 a.m. and then arrive in Beijing 25th of March at 5:15 a.m. Obviously the times are a bit mad, but I believe this was a 10-hour flight. This one was a 10-hour flight. Then we had a 3-hour layover. See, 5 to 8, 3-hour layover. And then we took that flight to go to Kansai, which is Japan, Osaka Airport, Kansai Airport, a 3-hour flight. So that's 10 plus 3 plus 3 is 16 hours, right? And then if you want to factor in taking a train from Bristol to Manchester, that's another 4 hours. So 20 hours all in all, just to land in Japan, yeah. Then did a 3-week trip. Amazing. We went Osaka. We landed in Osaka. We went to Hiroshima. We went Kyoto. We went Nara. We went Tokyo, and we wanted to go I forgot. I think it's Hasaka. Where you can do skiing and stuff. But we arrived 4 days after where the skiing season. So if we booked a holiday 4 days sooner, we would have been fine. Let me get off of this. So you can see my full face. So yeah, that was that. So man booked it. Okay. We did our 3-week holiday. It was amazing. We did so much. Seen the deer. I actually got some pictures, some videos. Let me see if I can change my account, switch account. Switch account. Bro. Switch account. Yeah. Obviously, I don't upload all my things on the same account in it because, like, branding. I just got a pattern of branding. But yeah, let's just show you guys some of the holiday. So I only uploaded 2 posts so far. So this is Osaka, when we first landed in Japan. Obviously, you got Dragon Ball Z. Can't go to Japan and not see Dragon Ball Z. Peng. Obviously, you cook that. You don't just eat it raw. You actually cook that yourselves on a flame. And then this is in Nara. See, man's a deer whisperer, bro. The deers are my brethrens. Gang. Me and my brethren. Boom, 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 boom. Food, ramen, first time. It took me so long to find this ramen place because all the ramen is pork. This is the only beef place that we could find. And then, yeah, this is just, and then a night out. Food. Man's a little foodie still. But yeah, so as you can see, man had a good trip, yeah? Man had a nice trip. Oh, what's going on? Man had a nice trip out there. So boom, now out there for 3 weeks, money's running low. And obviously, you know, when you on a holiday, you always bust the budget. You never reach the budget, that you never stay within the budget. So you can imagine how much it tallied up when you're out there for 3 weeks, yeah? So man did all of that now, and then cool. It's time to go home. Man planned the journey. We're in Tokyo, yeah? To get to the Kansai airport in Osaka is 4 hours and 15 minutes. So our flight, as you can see here, is scheduled for 2:20. So man said, okay, cool. That if it takes 4 hours to get there, we need to get 2 hours to there before. So man got to leave at like 7 something. 4 hours, it'll be 12, and then that's 2 hours before the flight. Cool. Man wakes up at 6, shower, get what I need to get, train, get there. Boom. Man gets into the airport now. Carrying the big luggage and the backpack. Oh, sorry, duffel bag and my big luggage with my 2 brethrens. We get up there now. We're at departures now, Terminal 1. Looking for we flew with Hainan Airlines, yeah, as you can see. It's been booked with Hainan Airlines. And the booking agent flight catchers, yeah. So we're with Hainan Airlines. We're looking for the HU because that was what we looked for. HU 753. That's the name of the flight, yeah. Bro, there's no Hainan Airlines. We're like, oh, it's not that way. It must be that way. We ain't seen nothing that way, so it must just be further down, all the way at the end. Man walks all the way at the end, don't see nothing. We're like, rah, this is a bit weird. Let's go to the information desk. Now. We're like, yo, we got flight today, 2:20. She's like, what? Yeah, but to Manchester, to Beijing's layover. She's like, there's no flight scheduled for today. Huh? There's no flight scheduled for today. What? I was like, is there no alternative flights? No, there's no flight scheduled. I'm sorry. I'm like, okay. Bear in mind, man's overseas. My SIM card that I got ain't overseas SIM card. It's not for calls, it's just for data. So I'm just like, yo, man, stressing. Obviously, all of us are in the same situation. Me and my 2 brethren were just like, yo, what the fuck? So we're at the minimum 20 hours away from our home flight, yeah, with no calls. So we can't call the airline or the booking agent because our international SIMs don't work for phone calls. So we're like, right, there's a phone in the system. Yeah, cool. Put 100 yen in. Dial the Hainan Airlines number. This number is not valid. This number has not been recognized. This mailbox is full. What? 3 different numbers, 3 different messages. All of them were saying fuck off, basically. So I'm just like, bro, this is crazy. My brother's like, yeah, they did us. I'm like, bro, they can't do us. They can't do me. Can't do me, bro. So what do I do now? I go back to the information desk. I'm like, Brad, man needs to get home, fam. There's like, yo, go chat to them. They might have some flights. They're China. They're a bigger brand. I think Hainan Airlines under them. From what I understood from what he said to me, that's what I got. Go to this company because this company owns Hainan Airlines, or is a parent company to Hainan Airlines. So I'm like saying that, cool, man. Pull up. I'm like, yo, what you saying? Any flights? He's like, oh, let me see your booking number. I'm like, booking number? Man, ain't even got the not booking number. Sorry, let me get your it was a something that you don't really have unless you have your boarding pass already, innit? I'm thinking, blood, man ain't got the boarding pass, so how am I gonna give you that when I ain't got a boarding pass? But then what did I do? I just scoured everything, innit? I just scoured everything. And then eventually, what was it? It's called, because I did find it. I can't see it right now, yeah? I can't see it right now. I'm trying to do this on the fly while I have you lot on the phone. I said on the phone. While I have you lot here. So that didn't work now. But I even got more fuckery. So let me pause this and maybe just give you some other red flags, yeah? So we paid for our seats as well. We paid for our seats to sit next to each other now. We get to the airport. We check in. They take our, no problems, no issues, whatever. They take our luggage. They weigh our luggage. They take our luggage. We get through. They have the flight scheduled, everything. Boom, 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 boom. And then the guy's like, okay, so did you guys buy seats? Because you know you're not like sitting next to each other. We're like, what? Like, bro, we bought seats, bro. Here, show them the phone. Show them everything. If you want receipts, let's show you receipts because seat allocation. Confirmation for booking details. Okay. Look. Seat allocation. Departure date 24th. This is the seat allocation, yeah? And this is for all flights. Route Manchester. And then arrival city Beijing. Arrival city Osaka. And then coming back. Where's the date? 14th of April here. Flight allocation, seat allocation. Yeah. Look, April 26th, 14th of April here. Seat allocation. Paid for. It's all paid for. It's been paid for. Balance due. Paid for. Paid. But it's already paid. So this is done. We've done it. It's done. It's sorted. Confirmation. Booking confirmation. And look at the date. This is sent the 19th of the 3rd. Yeah? So, my light's about to die now. Peak. Let me pause this and try pattern something. Because the light's about to die. And the light fucks up everything. Boom. Sorry about that. So, yeah. Seat allocation. Man paid for that 19th, whatever. So, man paid for the seat allocation now. Get to the airport, the man said, your seats have not been paid for. What's going on? You haven't booked any seats. There's no record of you booking any seats. So we're like, what are you talking about? But then luckily, he said, you guys have come to check in mad early. No one else has really checked in. So there's bare free seats that have not been reserved. So I'll put you lot together. Put us together. I was like, cool. First red flag. So now fast forward now to us being back in in Osaka now. Try come back. I go to the front desk. He said, go to these people. Hainan Airlines, they should be able to pattern you. I'm like, yo, brother, they fucked up. Like, we ain't got no flight. He's like, okay, cool. What's your flight number or whatever? Or it's not called a flight number. It was like a ticket number. What's your ticket number? Man ain't got no ticket number because man ain't got no bloody thing. But I found it in the time I found it, or found something that was of use to him. Yeah, he did it. He's like, cool. So bad news. There's nothing there. Like, the flights are fully booked today, so we can't help you. There is another flight, like tomorrow or something, but it's just under 2 bags for you to go back home. Where, bear in mind, a return flight was like just under 7 bills, so you want us to pay basically triple, or just under triple for a one-way flight. Obviously, man's not doing that. Plus, man's over budget already. So we're like, rah, we obviously ain't getting back home today. No one's got any calls to call them. They open up at this time. I'm gonna email them, or I'm gonna try call them when we get back to the hotel, try sort this out. I'll get back to the hotel. Man didn't pattern nothing. Man didn't pattern no number. I'm sorry, I get back to the hotel. We found a cheap hotel that was right next to the airport. It was a 12-minute drive. Got an Uber there. It was only £41 for a room for a night. Light, easy. Man did that now. Peng Hotel, bro. Shout them out, man. Shout out that hotel, because that hotel was so nice. Let me see if I can find it, because that hotel was banging. Where's booking.com? Booking.com. Here. How to go in. I'm gonna show you. Look, the airport was banging. Hotel was banging. This hotel, and they had a onsen shower. Why is it not letting me view the pictures, bro? Bro, this laptop bugs out sometimes still. But okay, there we go. So yeah, banging. One of the best hotels we stayed in, only for one night as well. It was right and so cheap. Obviously, man don't eat pork, so man never got that. So yeah, that's where we end up staying. So that was one worry off our head. We had somewhere to stay. It was affordable for the night. And then so man had no other choice but to call our flight catchers now, innit? So I call flight catchers. They're like, we're gonna call you back. I'm like, bro, the flight is tomorrow at 2 p.m, bro. What are you talking about? You're gonna call me back? He's like, nah, give me a couple hours. I was like, okay, cool. Couple hours pass. Call again. Basically, for you to get on the flight, you didn't show up. We sent you an email to tell you that it was changed. So the airport has logged the airline has logged you as a no-show. So you got to pay £300 to get onto the next flight. I'm like, what? What do you mean you sent me an email, bro? What are you talking about? I'm like, blood, nah. Man didn't miss nothing, bro. You lot are chatting shit. He's like, okay. I was like, nah, you better find out how to get me on this plane. He's like, okay, cool. I'm going to try and get in hold of the airline to see if they'll pattern it for you. And I'll call you back. And I was like, bro, I'm not getting off the phone until you pattern it. He's like, bro, you can be on the phone with me all day. I'm like, what do you mean all day, bro? The flight's tomorrow, bro. The flight's under 24 hours. What are you talking about? He's like, bro, you can be on the phone for a few hours or till the next day. I don't know, but it's just until they reply. I'm like, bro, call them. He's like, well, there's no number to call them. It's only email. Sorry, I'm looking at my light instead of looking at the camera. He's like, call them. There's no number to call them. It's email only. I was like, what? I was like, cool. 2 hours go by, still ain't heard nothing back. So I'll call again. They're like, they're gonna call you back at 4:30. Bear in mind, so man got to the airport at 12 minutes, so it's probably like 2 now. Yeah, so he said 4:30. So I called them at We got to the airport kind of early, innit? So I got to the airport about 11:30. So I called them at 12 and at 2, and then this is the third call now. He's like, yeah, they'll call you back. Whenever. So 4:30 comes, I ain't got no call. I'm on the phone to my gal, cussing or just vibes in, just trying to keep my mind sane, yeah. I was like, oh, should I call them at 5 or should I call them? She's like, oh, call them straight away. I was like, nah, they said they're gonna call me at 4:30, so I'll give them some grace period now, innit? So 5 o'clock comes now, I'll call them. There's like, yeah, we've had so many calls that that department has actually turned off their lines, so you have to only email them. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, we've had a lot of calls coming in, people trying to change their flights for these certain reasons. So they've actually disabled their phone lines now. I was like, bro, you are taking the mick out of my life, bro. What is going on? These times, man's just I'm just mad angry in it. So he said, yeah, send an email. I was like, blood, I sent an email at 11 a.m. this morning as soon as we found out what was going on. And I sent another email at 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock. He's like, yeah, just send another one. I was like, oh my God. Sent another email now. Nighttime. Even set an alarm to call them because obviously we're 8 hours ahead and they close at a certain time. Set my alarm, woke up, didn't see no email, no callback, no nothing. So I'm stressed now. Called them. They're like, oh, the phone lines are open all the time now because obviously whatever issues are going on, they've had to keep their phone lines on 24 however long now. So their emergency lines open 24s now. So cool. That alleviated my stress a little bit more. And then what did I do? I called them again before I went bed now. So it's probably about 12 a.m., midnight now. 10 a.m., 12 a.m., midnight. Excuse me. So I called him at 12 a.m. midnight. I'm like, oh, bro, because I'm stressing out. I'm like, I'm just gonna pay the 3 bills to get home. He's like, sorry, my hay fever is moving bad. I was like, yo, I spoke to one of your colleagues earlier. He said it was 3 bills to change our flight. Can we change it? He's like, okay, they're gonna call you back. At this point, I was like, why did I not just pay the money at the first time? So me and my brethren are stressing out now. So we're looking on Google trying to find alternative flights because we feel like our flight catchers have abandoned us and the airline obviously don't have no number for us to contact them. So they've scammed us. We're thinking fuel, the war in the Middle East has mashed them up and everything. So it's just game over right now. There's nothing we can do. So we're looking for flights. All the flights that are reasonable, like 3 bills, 4 bills, 5 bills, 6 bills. Layover in Dubai, layover in Qatar, layover in Abu Dhabi. I was like, hell no, I'm not going none of those places to get blown out of the sky, blood. Flights that don't go over them places. Guess what? It's a bag 5, bag 6, bag 7, bag 9. 4 bags. What? Man ain't paying that, bro. I'll be real, I'm not paying that. I was this close to buying a Dubai ticket. This close to buying a flight to Dubai, bro. So cool. Me and my brethren were sad now. So we called insurance. So we're like, yo, our flight catchers is our booking agent. They changed our flight, didn't inform us, and now we are stuck in Japan. What can you do? He's like, bro, there's nothing we can do. I'll be real. Bad news still. Because our policy only does it if your flight's delayed. If your flight's got moved earlier and you've not been informed, there's nothing we can do. I was like, okay, so if the flight did get moved, did get delayed, what would be happening? You get £20 for the first 11 hours and then £20 for every 11 hours after that. So at this point, man's only gonna if that situation happened, man would only be getting £40. Obviously, they probably cover my cost of my hotel as well, so £80. So yeah, that was just a write-off. So man's going to bed stressed, and it's 2 a.m. now. 2 a.m. now, man's knocked out. Checkout's at 10. Man wakes up 9:30, brush my teeth, wash my armpits, slap on some clothes, check out, buy whatever snacks I need to buy, go to the airport. Man goes to the airport now. Obviously, they've got a flight for today. Our flight yesterday is gone, but the flight for today is there. So what did I do now? So I'm thinking, sorry, before I went to bed, after man's stressing, man's looking in my emails because they said the guy that's saying I had to pay 3 bills, he's like, they sent you an email on the 20th of January, sorry, the 27th of January and the 20th of March. So I'm like, bro, I did not get no email on the 20th of January. Lo and behold, they did actually send the email on the 20th of January. But I booked my flight in December. They sent an email in January for my flight in March. Bit crazy. Let me get up. So boom. Dear customer, we're writing to inform you. I flagged this after, by the way, when I found it in Japan. We regret to inform you there has been a change in the flight schedule for your booking. Please see the attached revised itinerary for more details. Man missed this email. I missed it, I'll be real. And then it's saying cancelled the 14th when it's been changed, time changed to the 13th. But then our layover in Manchester was still on the 15th. So we would have been in the airport for 24 hours. Bear in mind, this is what the flight schedule is saying. Let me show you what the flight schedule is. Let me show you what the original flight schedule is, So the flight schedule is 14th of April, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. But that's Beijing time, so they're an hour behind. So this would be a 3-hour flight, Then we would have had a 10-hour layover. So 4:55 to 2:55, a 10-hour layover. So that's 3 plus 10, that's 13. And then it's a 10-hour flight. So that's 23-hour flight, Then plus the 4 hours to get back to Bristol from Manchester. So that's what, 27 hours? So that's a 27-hour day. So then now they're saying that this flight would have left a day early. Let me make sure you guys can see my screen. So they're saying this flight would have left a day early and then we still would have to catch that. So we would have been in the airport for 34 hours. 34 hours. Because obviously 24 hours plus the 10 hours. So it would have turned a 37-hour flight. Sorry, a 27-hour flight into a 27-hour journey home to a 37-hour journey home, So that's crazy. But that's not even the master of it, because we did our seats reservations. When did we do our seat reservations? We did our seat reservations while we was in Japan. Our flight was on the 24th. So not while I was in Japan. They contacted me while I was in with Japan about my seat allocations. So 18th. Let's just do it like this. Japan. You lot just seen all my emails. So flight catchers, you have seats. Seat allocation. So something about seats here. For I had booking confirmation. So when did we do this? On the 19th of March, we paid for our seats, So remember, they sent us an email on the 28th of January to say that our flight's been changed from the 14th of April to the 13th of April. But here it says our flight is on the 14th of April, not the 13th, after we've changed our seats. And this is nearly 4 months after. 2 months after they've changed our flight. And they're still using the old date. So are you going to go off the old information or the new information? Bear in mind, I missed the first information, but I've seen it. And then this was paid for on the 19th. And then I've contacted them because some fuckery happened with the seat stuff. So if I go into I wasn't expecting this video to be so long, but there's so many moving parts. So we arrived on the 24th, and then I emailed them, cussing them about my thing. Let's say Farhad, because his name's Farhad. Alright, cool. So oh no, I need to go to sent. Where's sent items. Farhad. I don't know where it is. It's moving mad. Maybe because I did it to flight options. Yeah, I think it was flight options. Oh yeah. With regards to an issues, 27th of March. They've been trying to contact us about the seat situation, yeah. I was like, excuse me, Ahmed, I've recently contacted my office in regard to issue with our allocated seats of flights from Manchester to Beijing. Osaka. After speaking to one of your colleagues on the phone, I was instructed to take a picture of the boarding passes and send the email to you. So then he was like, please contact us on this number. I was like, bro, man's abroad. I'm not fucking calling you to get charges. And then we handled it. We handled it on WhatsApp. Yeah, we handled it on WhatsApp and he patterned it. So it's just a concern. So as three passengers have been allocated. So then he's still confirming the dates and everything again in this email. So, and this is on the 27th of January of March. Oh no, this is the 1st of April. So on the 1st of April, we've had communications with them about our seats being confirmed on our flight back, which is going to be 10 days later. Oh, sorry, 13 days later. And then they're saying to me that, your flight is mad. So there you have it. Man got scammed in it. They tried to scam us, but it didn't work because now the resolution, so the final, what you guys have been waiting for, how I escaped China and Beijing, Japan, is man went into. Remember I told you when we went back the next day, which was on the 15th. So we spent a night in the airport hotel, slept the 14th, woke up on the 15th, got there. Checkout was at 10, got there at 11. Seen HU there. When I skipped the whole line, obviously you can't check in until an hour before the flight. So I just went right into the front. I was like, yo, man stranded. Our flight was cancelled. Just like, oh, what, the flight yesterday? No. First, the woman was like, you got to wait in a line. I was like, blood, is there even flights? Is there even seats on this flight? She's chatting to her colleague. Her colleague was like, okay, let me see your passports. She's like, okay, cool, yeah. The airline is closed. Hainan Airline, they're closed. Right now, they're open in 20 minutes. So just wait by the side and we'll pattern. Waited there about 35 minutes. Another brother come over. He's like, why are you waiting here? You're not getting on the flight. I was like, bro, your colleague told us wait here because our flight got cancelled the other day. And we've been stranded. He's like, oh, what, the flight yesterday? So he knew about the flight yesterday. Cool. But even though there was no flight yesterday. Do you see what I'm saying? He's like, cool. Give me your passports. Boom, 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 boom. Let me call them. But I can't call them. I have to email them. They don't do no calls. It's just contact. So is this the flight you want? You want a flight on this one? Yeah? Okay, cool. Let me chat to them. Make sure that they can do it. About an hour later, during that time, I found a live chat for the Hainan Airlines because they don't like to take phone calls. They did a live chat. Obviously, they give you the AI bot. Man told the AI bot, Mugowe. And then I started chatting to an actual person. Actual person was telling me about the free bills thing because I missed my flight. I was like, bro, what are you talking about? We've been having conversations since, and the people never told me about that. It's just like, well, you got to contact them. And I was like, bro, they told me to contact you. He's like, nah, you got to contact them if you don't want to pay. I was like, all right, say that. Tell you I want to pay then. He's like, okay, Hainan Airlines gonna call you back. All they know is call back. So yeah. So obviously, as the man said call back, the guy came over and was like, yeah, so basically, let me get your passports. Oh no, I need your number and your email address so they can send you over the thing. Wrote down my email address, checked it 16 times to make sure there was no spelling errors, make sure it was @.com. at hotmail.com, not at hotmail.co.uk or nothing, or hotmail, or no spelling errors, whatever. Check the number 25 times, make sure the number had +44 on it. Didn't get no text, no call back, bear in mind. Didn't remember they told me to call, they're gonna get a call back 5 times in total now. Didn't get one call. Didn't get one call. Or not a single call. But then not even from this guy that took my number just now. But then 5 minutes later I get an email. Your flight's been changed, your flight's been changed, your flight's been changed. And then I get, I'm like, eh? Who emailed me? Flight catchers. Hey, sorry to inform you, but your flight's been changed, to the email that the man just gave me. So it's all mad, bro. Moral of the story, don't fly with Hainan Airlines, because man got onto that flight, first flight, 3 hours. We landed in Beijing. Layover for 3 hours. No, sorry, layover for 10 hours. At the 9th hour, aka the flight to Manchester has been, no, due to company reasons, the flight to Manchester cannot depart on time. I was like, blood, I would have rather got left in Japan than here, man. This is crazy. So man's in the airport lounge. Man paid for the VIP lounge, not VIP, like just a lounge in it. Man paid for the lounge, get free snacks the whole time there, £20, £30 the whole time there. Got bougie seats, whatever. Man's just chilling for the 10 hours. The 9th hour, your flight has been delayed for company reasons. So I'm like, damn. Checked on Google to see when the flight was delayed, because Google always tells the truth, and it was delayed for 55 minutes. So luckily, 55 minutes later, after the I went to the what's it called? To the gate. People standing there queuing up. I'm like, thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. Because my girl, she's like, oh, you made it to Beijing, you're halfway through now, so it's all good. And I was like, bro, I'm not getting my hopes up until I'm on that flight back to Manchester. And what, I'm glad I didn't, because that flight to Manchester got delayed. So yeah, but that's how I escaped, bro. I escaped by just moving scatty, because if I didn't make them calls, if I didn't go to the airport mad early to go chat to the brother, the flight could have been fully booked. Man could have, I don't know what could have happened, bro. My last resort was gonna go to the British Embassy in Japan. If we didn't get on that flight yesterday, man would have went to the British Embassy and got them to sort it out, because that was ridiculous. But I'm gonna go chat to my insurance company tomorrow to see if man can get my £80 back. And then I'm also gonna try and get refunded for my seat allocations from my bank and see where I've gone. But yeah, man. Yeah. So a takeaway from that: do not fly with Hainan Airlines. They are scummy people. Japan people are very nice, very friendly, very helpful. And yeah, just don't get hit with a brick, guys.